Every day in Microcross, we'll be giving you an insight into what's going on in China and what Americans are dying to know about this country's unique culture that's trending in cyberspace. Let's start off with our first question.
What is up with the pictures of the guy doing push-ups naked?
Recently, an album called At That Moment surfaced on the internet. The pictures in this album focus on Chinese incidents and scandals. What made these pictures so famous was a naked man doing push-ups in each picture. Netizens call this man Naked Push-Up Brother, whose real name is Qu Zhihang. In order to take these photos, Qu traveled to almost all of China. As what you could call a photojournalist, he profiled several Chinese hot topics, such as a plagiarism scandal with Xi'an Jiaotong University's professor Li Liansheng, Walmart's deceptive pricing incident, and Shenzhen's floating palace. His unique behavior attracted many netizens and aroused a controversial discussion. Now let's look at what some Chinese netizens said about this. The first is "Stay lost."
Seriously awesome counterculture piece of work. Almost art. I think the guy took pics in a studio and used Photoshop. It's fake. Although I would have loved this to be real, great expressive art. Stupid, sexy Flanders. One of the best Simpson lines ever. It's too easy to forget the past. This guy wants us to remember stuff that happens in a country which is regularly blocked and purged by its media. He's trying to make it harder to erase by linking it all together with his ugly butt. More power to him. This guy who made these should be hired by the People Party to make better propaganda posters of officials visiting crisis zones. I am not convinced that anybody could strip naked and take a picture of himself without security noticing. Definitely photoshopped.
I don't know. I went to Berkeley and we used to have naked parades. In fact, we had a guy who stripped naked and walked into classrooms during finals. So yeah, I'm not that surprised. Let's now hear from one of our regular guests for her opinion.
As a form of action art, the man's push-ups are creative, but a little bit embarrassing. Naked Push-Up Brother is definitely a man who cares much about social issues. And he is so brave that he does something that hardly anybody else dare do. Also, his having traveled to so many places showed his diligence and firm will. However, the scenes were not handsome at all. There is no other person in his pictures. I bet it's because all the passerbys were scared away. I think it would be better if the Naked Push-Up Brother changed his way of expressing himself. After all, to conservative Chinese people, his performances are way too weird.